How was slavery made profitable in America? Imagine a system where people are treated as property, and their forced labor fuels entire economies. That's how slavery became a powerful part of America's growth. It all started with large farms growing cash crops like tobacco, cotton, and sugarcane. Enslaved Africans worked long hours without pay, which cut costs for landowners and boosted profits. This meant they could produce more crops for export and sale within the country. Plantation owners saw enslaved people as investments. They bought and sold them like commodities, expecting their labor to generate wealth. The more they worked, the more valuable they became as assets. Enslaved workers endured harsh conditions, but their forced labor made the plantations highly productive. Cotton became especially important. It was the main raw material for textile factories in both the United States and Europe. The demand for cotton made slavery even more profitable. The wealth from cotton and other crops supported industries like shipping, banking, and manufacturing. This created a big economic network centered around slavery. The transatlantic slave trade played a key role. European traders, African leaders, and American merchants all made money by capturing, selling, and transporting millions of Africans across the Atlantic Ocean. This trade lasted 4 centuries and was driven by the high demand for cheap labor. Once in America, enslaved Africans worked on plantations, but their labor also supported industries in the North. Raw materials like cotton and sugar were processed into finished goods, fueling the entire economy. This interconnected system helped the United States develop into a capitalist economy with regional specialization. The profits from slavery came from exploiting Black Americans, forced labor, and suffering. Despite this, enslaved people resisted in many ways, forming communities and preserving their cultures. Their struggles laid the groundwork for future movements for freedom and civil rights. Understanding how slavery was made profitable shows how economic interests fueled racial inequality. It also helps us see the lasting impact of these systems on Black Americans' history and achievements.